watercolor card shares today, and just a little bit about the watercoloring I've been doing. I'm like completely addicted. It's my new addiction. I've done a little bit of watercoloring in the past, but I've probably done more in the past week than I've done in my whole life. But it's really relaxing. I'm really enjoying it. There's definitely like an enormous learning curve, but I feel like I have made some progress in the past week, but what I'm doing is still very, very basic. And I'm using watercolor pencils. I'm sometime here in the foreseeable future, I want to buy a really nice set. I have a less expensive set, and I have a small Derwent set, and there definitely is a difference. So I want to get, my goal would be to get like I think it's a 36 set of the Derwents and the Inktense pencils at some point. But so I made this card, and I really like the way that it came out. I made some other cards that are like okay, but this one I was really, really happy with. And so I've spent some time online finding free images that I'm so like this is an image that I found that I printed off just, on my computer and then watercolored. Some of the images I'm finding the ink is definitely smearing with the water, but this had such fine lines, and I painted this one much more delicately and carefully than I did, some of them I do a little bit, quick messy watercolor, I guess. But this worked really well, so I'm definitely gonna use this image. I love poppies, and I only used one color of watercolor pencil and just did a lot of shading with that. Added some trim. This is a newer Martha Stewart punch that I picked up. It was on clearance at somewhere. It was on clearance at my goodness, I can never remember which craft store I'm at. I really like that little edge punch. And then this was a wood piece that I had, and I used several different inks to color it. It was initially too bright. I had used Rose Madder by Adirondack, and it was just a little bit too bright. And so then I used the white, the new thick ink. I have such problems with word finding. The new white ink. The Memento Luxe inks. Dang. So, and then I used also, I just kept putting colors on it until I really wanted it to coordinate with the poppies. So then it was a little too white, so then I used some Heidi Swapp, the blush color. And so I love the way that came out. Just put some pattern paper behind this Hobby Lobby frame. If I sound a little helter-skelter, here's what's going on. We have an exchange student coming tomorrow for 16 days, and it's freaking me out a little bit. Mainly because I feel like I don't know what I'm going to feed her, but it's a Spanish exchange student that's coming to stay with through a program that Mia is involved in, and then Mia will be going to Spain later in the year. So if I'm kind of missing in action the next couple of weeks, that's why. So I'm sorry, I'm so frazzled. Inside of the card, just layered some coordinating papers, used the punch again, and made a pocket. And where's my card? My little sentiment tag that goes in there. Okay, I have to find that. I made one. I bet when I was cleaning up, put it away. So that is that card. And then, so here's another card. It's okay. I just did super messy watercoloring, a little happy birthday. use spellbinders and some dry embossing there with that rose folder and another punch down here. Yeah, this one. That's all. And so let me show you a couple of the things that I've printed out. This I just colored this morning, and I really like that. Actually, I was making it to go with my, to put on the inside of my poppy card, and then realized I totally used wrong color. So I'll put that on a different card. And so here's the poppies that I had printed out, and then here's, this image is probably not gonna work well because it has so much ink on it. It's definitely going to blur with the watercolor, but I believe I could use that one with my Copics. And like this one too, I can use, but we'll have to be careful because it has the thicker lines. It's gonna bleed. So here's an example of one, and you can kind of see that the ink from the lines bled a little bit, but it still came out really nice. And I used I didn't like how dark the vase was or the pot was, and so after I colored it, I highlighted it with my white Wink of Stella pen, and after the Wink of Stella dries, it gives it a very like frosty look and really tones down the color. And let's see what else. This was, now see this I colored, a lot of these other ones are like a couple layers of colors at least. Like this one probably has 3 different layers of colors. And those are with the Fantasia watercolors, which are pretty inexpensive pencils. And then these is just 1 layer of color with the Derwent pencils, so they're much richer in color. I did this one in like maybe 2 minutes, and I love the way that came out. And so there's another image I printed off from online, and this is 140 pound. I really like this paper. It's 140 pound watercolor paper by Canson, and I think I'm gonna stick with this. This is 30 sheets versus the Strathmore, which I also have, which is nice, but for my amateur watercoloring, this, I can't really tell a difference. And this one you get like 3 times as much paper for the price, and so I don't feel bad like messing up and throwing stuff out or whatever. And I got this on sale, so really like that. I don't even know if I'm in frame. There we go. So I'm really liking that. And let's see, this is just the image that I colored this morning. And then the other thing that I had done was some tracing. So I used a piece of tracing paper, traced the flower, and then you can either run it through the copy machine, like I did here, and just make a copy of it, or copy it directly onto the watercolor paper. Or like these, I used a pencil and covered the back of it with pencil and then traced it on here. And then you use a black permanent pen and retrace the pencil. It's pretty time intensive to do it that way, so that's why I started printing them off, because I was looking for a quicker way to do that. So these again are kind of okay. I like this one a little better. Not sure. I'm like I said, it's all pretty new to me, but I'm definitely having fun with it. So sorry for my scatterbrainness and craziness today, but I'm gonna sign off and get out of my craft room and start taking care of business to get ready for our house guests. Oh, update on Anya super quick. She does not have a stress fracture in her back. She does not have a pre-stress fracture. They think it is all muscular. So, I mean, it's really great news that she doesn't have a stress fracture. Her pain level hasn't changed at all. She's been out of dance for 3 weeks. She'll be out at least another 4 weeks and starts intensive physical therapy next week. So we are just praying that the physical therapy is going to help get her to where she needs to be. So, but thank you for all the prayers and kind words and thoughts. And, oh, also put a little bit of frontage on there. Just a teeny tiny bit. See how scattered I am today? Okay, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.